Hello everyone, this is Jamarl Thomas. So I saw this the other day, and I made a mental note of it because I wanted to go back over it. So Tom Perez is having a conversation with Nomiki Konst of TYT, and oh man, hey, all right. There's going to be a different conversation at the end of this video. So for the most part, it was a forgettable interview. Nothing was interesting was said or anything else. At some point, towards the end, it starts to get tense. And she's asking him like, hey, look, there's a conflict of interest in your organization. You're trying to get rid of all of this money that you guys and this bloated budget, but you have somebody who works for the advertising company who you're using. I mean, it's a conflict of interest. So Tom Perez was getting a little bit uncomfortable with those questions. And then she asked him this.
Do that at the DNC as well. So, you know, I've never been afraid to make tough choices in all the jobs I've had, and if I
quick question.
been elected, I would do that.
One last question. This is about unity, right? Who out of the Bernie Sanders world of the surrogates is supporting you?
I'm sorry?
Bernie Sanders. Do you have any notable Bernie Sanders supporters?
I have,
He was a staffer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think you're asking the wrong questions, you know?
I mean, but we were talking about unity.
I love the way she shot him down. She was like, no. They work for Bernie. No. I mean, do you have anybody who's supporting you who, you know, affiliated with him? Ouch. He's like, what? Who? Bernie? You mean Sanders? Oh, that guy knew his Gardner. I mean, that's close, right? That's brutal. And he's like, I think you're asking me the wrong questions. What does that mean? What do you mean? He's like, you're not asking me questions that can give me a flattering image to other people who's looking at this. I don't particularly like the way you're asking me questions. All right, Tom. Go ahead. Keep going. Make your point.
Every single candidate has both sides. Every single candidate we've asked has a surrogate for both sides.
Well, again, there are people who supported Bernie Sanders in the primary who are going to be voting for Tom Perez.
No, they are not. Tom Perez just lied. Tom Perez completely lied. There are going to be people who you know supported Bernie Sanders in the primary. Who's going to vote for me? No, dude, they're not. I'm sorry, they're not. They're not. Name one. Which is, and look, to be fair, that's a hard question to answer anyway. Because what are you going to say? Oscar Tommington. Yeah, Oscar, yeah. He's voting for me. He used to vote for Bernie. Like, unless you're naming somebody who's a big name, how is he going to answer that question? But, that being said, you would have thought he could have just came up with anybody. Which makes you think there was nobody. It's like, you're setting up a unity commission. Yeah. I mean, which means that you guys are merging the sides. You're trying to bring progressives back with the corporate Democrats. Yeah. So, who's from Bernie on your side, right? I mean, who's in your campaign that's going to be representing the Sanders wing? What? I mean, what? You need me to give you a name? A name? That's not a good answer, Tom. That is not a good answer.
In this election,
Pretty notable.
why? I don't know if it has to. Does it have to be only celebrities count?
No, it's not celebrities. Union leaders, party chairs.
Why don't you come to Tacoma Park, where I live? Tacoma Park, Maryland is a wonderful, diverse, and very progressive place. And come and talk to the folks. And there's just a remarkable amount of folks who supported Bernie Sanders, who supported Hillary Clinton, and who support me.
It's an honest question to ask, as the future of the party is about bringing these sides together, right? It's not a division.
The future of the party is about making sure that we are focused on what we have to do together to take on our existential threat, which is Donald Trump. And
That's your existential threat. I mean, after all, he did just destroy your party. And you know what? I'll be fair to you, though. You destroyed your party. Or at the very least, Democratic Party as is, third way, neo-libs, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I really hate that answer. I really hate that answer. She's like, and look, don't get me wrong. Some of this is a little bit of got you, which, it kind of goes into the whole thing with the TYT thing. It's like, are you trying to hit him at the knees just because you want to have Justice Democrats in that sense? Meaning you have a guy who you want to run. Are you hitting him in the knees? I don't think that's the case. I'm just saying. I mean, it creates those weird things where you always kind of have to add that extra thought of, well, Tom Perez is not the guy that they're supporting, so is it possible that they're hitting Tom Perez in the knees? Who knows? But besides that point, it's as if they think that it's like they're trying to run the election again, right? Like they're trying to say, the entire election was Donald Trump is an existential threat. He is the goddamn apocalypse. So we have to all just kind of, come in together and vote in Hillary Clinton. That didn't work. And that just didn't work. I mean, it was worse than didn't work. Because not only did you not get your person in office, your party was demolished. You guys lost millions of members. That's amazing. That's anything but unity. I think the thing that bothers me the most about this is there's no honesty. Like, there's literally no honesty among any of you. Like, for instance, J-Mo Green, she was working herself up to like, pissed off at Cenk because Cenk called her a coward or something. And granted, he shouldn't have called her a coward. No, she probably wasn't being cowardly. Was she being political? Oh, fuck yeah. That's my point. It's like they get mad when they're challenged on this unity idea. But it's like, everybody knows, dude. I don't get it. This just seems like a really bad strategy. Is it just me? I don't understand. Why am I the only one who thinks this is a horrible strategy? And maybe I'm not the only one. It just looks absolutely absurd. It's like saying, it's like the king walking out with no clothes on. And he's pretending he has this flowing gown. It's like, dude, we know you don't have any clothes on. We know. We know. We know. We can see it. Alright, Tom. Good luck, man. You may win this. But you need to understand, if you win this, you've lost your party completely. And this is not because I have any particular feeling between Tom Perez, Ellison, or anybody else. I'm reflexively towards Ellison just because he supported Bernie in the primary. But I gotta be honest, I'm not necessarily happy with any of them. There was a young cat who's running. But see, in that situation, you have the case of, well, he's so young. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's bad in the sense of not necessarily understanding the things that need to be done in that particular office. Maybe it's bad in the sense of not understanding the constraints of the office. I don't know. What I do know is, the things that these guys are espousing are not thrilling me at all. At all. And I greatly dislike. There has to be a foundation of honesty, man. I mean, I guess that's what I'm getting at. I guess that's my root feeling. Where's the honesty? It's just like, can't you be honest? Like, so Tom Perez is the one who did say, he recanted, but at one point he did say it was rigged. Essentially, they rigged it for Hillary. And then he was like, well, no, I misspoke. Tom, your best bet. Honestly, your best bet. All of you. Your best bet. Stop the unity thing. It looks absurd. Nobody believes it. Like, that's why you keep getting these weird questions, because everybody thinks it's absurd. It's like, we're gonna have a unity team. Okay? And that unity team is gonna fuse the party together. Okay? So, there seems to be a rift between Hillary and Sanders. We have a unity team! Come on, dude. Honesty. Like, you understand that part of the issue with the Democratic Party, the reason why you guys just come across like robots or just shills, it's almost like you're acting. You parrot things, you say things, but they're almost completely undetached from reality at all. There's no way you can stand up there and talk about unity and have any concept of reality. If you go to any Bernie Sanders board, oh dude, you are not liked. You are not liked at all. But okay, keep it up. Democratic Party, keep it up, keep it up. Unity, unity. Dude, your best bet would be to just say, we are sorry for what we did. We're trying to make this better. I am giving you perfect and good advice. You're not going to take it, but that's okay. Alright guys, thanks.